Please help me to welcome Professor Rachel Williams, who is our teaching award winner.
All right, so I'm going to speak and then you're going to come back up and do this all over again. I'm very honored to be here, and I'm honored to share some pearls of wisdom. And one of the things you know about professors is that they love to hear themselves talk more than anything else. So I want to say congratulations. As of tomorrow, you will officially graduate. That gives us about, 12 hours on Icon to kind of mess with some things. Particular people we might want to keep here. All of you graduated from college as of tomorrow, and this is no small feat. And something that you need to take a few hours or even days to celebrate with your friends and family. So all of the folks in your life and at this university are so proud of what you have accomplished. Some people have this idea that after graduation their life will finally begin. But really it's happening now. All the time your life is unfolding. If you aren't going to graduate school, you might feel a bit wistful in the fall when you know classes have begun here in Iowa City and students are scurrying across the Ped Mall and around campus trying to make their schedules work, making new friends, standing in long lines, and figuring out which classes they're going to love and which classes they'll merely suffer through. I want to ask you to do 3 things. First, I want you to take a minute and send some good thoughts to all those new students sometime in late August. I want you to toast to their health and to their success. Second, in a few years, sometime in the late fall, I want you to take a minute to write a short note to someone here who made a difference in your education. You aren't really going to know what you've learned here until much, much later. Finally, tonight, let's acknowledge your family, friends, fellow students, and caring faculty members who've helped you make it. Let's give those folks a round of applause. So as the summer stretches out in front of you, filled with possibilities, and you start to look forward to August again, you may be in your first semester of a graduate program, feeling like you shouldn't be there and that everyone else knows it. Or maybe you're going to be settled into a new job that's challenging, or an old job that feels just fine for the time being. Maybe you're going to be looking for the perfect job from the basement of your parents' house, or your own couch. Or maybe you'll be on the road like Jack Kerouac, or William Least T. Moon, or Elizabeth Corcoran Seaman, also known as Nellie Bly, who at the age of 24 in 1888 alone set off to travel around the world and emulate the adventures of Phileas Fogg. It took her 72 days. Maybe in August you're going to be working for a social justice at a nonprofit raising money or raising hell. Maybe you're going to pour your heart and soul into the upcoming election. Whatever you choose to do, you need to find ways to learn something new every single day. Every day, try to learn things you didn't know about yourself and things you didn't know about the world. Keep a journal, keep a blog, take lots of pictures so you don't forget your experience. Also, give yourself the gift of time. Before you make any important decisions, don't rush into anything and assume it'll all work out. Don't let passion and emotion shut down your doubts and unanswered questions. At the same time, know you can't plan and know everything. While you can make some pretty good calculations, things might change, you might change, and what at first appeared one way might actually turn out to be something quite different. If you make a mistake, forgive yourself. Learn from that moment and move forward. Failures make us better people. More whole, more humble, and not so naive about possibilities and stardust. In the end, you're going to find that you have a lot more success than failure, but all of it is what makes you whole. Nurture healthy friendships. Having friends, even just one good friend, can make your life so much sweeter. You may fall in and out of love, but if you have good friends, you will always have companions. When things are difficult, or when you have joy that you just need to share, it makes it that much sweeter to share it with someone who wants to celebrate it with you. Be a good friend. Write letters, make phone calls for no reason, make time to have coffee or lunch, make an effort to stay in touch and be involved. Remembering birthdays is not as important as remembering the things that matter to that person. If you're lucky, you'll have someone to go through life with that you can always turn to in times of emotional feasts and famines. someone that will hold your hand and who loves you just the way you are. Look for someone or something to love. That could be another person, it can be a pet, it can be a hobby, your house, a garden, or your job. There needs to be something in your life that you spring out of bed for every single morning. Something or someone that fills your heart with those little birds, like that are in the Disney movies that Snow White's always conjuring. Everybody needs to feel passion. Always, always try to do the best you can. And all of you are honor students, so that goes without saying. This might vary on how deep your emotional well is at any given moment, but try to decide what your best looks like every day and push to make that possible. Also, if you know the right thing to do, then you have only one choice, and that's to do what you know in your heart of hearts is the right thing. You will never be sorry that you did. Like Bob Dylan once said, half of the people can be part right all of the time. Some of the people can be all right all of the time, but all of the people can't be all right all of the time. Just know that conflict is a normal and productive part of problem solving. All of you are good at solving problems. In the process of trying to figure out how to unravel a difficult conflict, pause for a moment and recognize what everyone at the table needs. Recognize what everyone at the table wants, and recognize what might bring the greatest amount of good for the most people. You'll probably come out okay. Don't let your ego do the talking. You can make everyone happy some of the time, but you can try to pair the necessity to make some people unhappy with kindness. When someone seems unkind to you, try to think beyond your gut response and ask yourself what their intentions might have been. The intention is always more important than the impact when it comes to the nitty-gritty of human life. Be generous and give people the benefit of the doubt. Watch what you say and always work to build up other people rather than tear them down. Most folks are doing the best they can with what they have and what they know. Be generous to your community. Try to spend some time every year volunteering for a cause or a group of folks that you want to help. Giving money is great, but giving your time is even greater. Finally, love your body. All of you are beautiful and brilliant. Your body is your vessel to sail across your ocean of life. Be kind to it. Move every day, even if it's just to go for a walk. Listen to what it needs. Feed it good food when you are able. Don't shy away from the touch of others, accept hugs and handshakes and pats on the back. Don't walk on the wild side too often that you can't cross back over to the tame green grass of regular life in one piece. Moderation is a great way to keep your personal vices from squeezing the life out of. My last little bit of advice is to love your mind and nurture your curiosity. There's no reason you can't easily seek answers to every question you might have. That's what Google's for. While some questions are metaphysical and beyond easy answers, you should seek out what others have discovered on their journeys. Read books, read newspapers, keep a reading list, and don't ever get to the end of it. Look up words you don't know. Do not watch too much television, even though Game of Thrones is addictive. Go outside and look at the world. Let your mind wander, daydream, doodle, and ponder. Try to humble yourself every year by learning something new that seems difficult to master. Learn to knit or dance or farm or deliver babies or grill turkeys or nurse wild sick animals back to health or sail or bake or brew beer. Challenge yourself and find ways to learn from others who know more than you. The greatest joy in life is to see how far you've come and how much joy you have spread and shared. As this short journey at the University of Iowa ends, look back and wonder at how far you've come from that first day you spent on our campus as a new student scurrying around in August. Keep in touch and know that all of the folks here at the university and in the honors program are rooting for you. Congratulations, go forth and do good. Woo!